That building I've zoomed into over there is Lakeside Station. This is where the LMS steamers and diesel vehicles, motorboats, would take passengers from Ambleside and Bowness, amongst other places, and there they would join their train direct to London. Nowadays it's the northern terminus of the Lakeside and Haverthwaite Railway.
The visit to the attraction takes about an hour, which is I'm just looking on the website. So the World of Beatrix Potter attraction is in Bowness on Windermere. It's about £8 for seniors, £9 for adults. We drop you by the lake. It's not that long a walk. It is up a slight incline, probably about 5 to 10 minute walk from where we drop you off. And they say the attraction for most people takes about an hour to go round. So there is, if you wanted to do both, then you would have the opportunity to. Wouldn't be too bad, would it, if you wake up every morning with that view? Yeah, it'd be pretty impressive.
And here's our ticket for our short cruise from Ambleside, or from Bowness I should say, to Ambleside and back. Like an idiot, I sat on the wrong side of the boat, didn't I? So as we go along, you'll hear a man mention various things on the right hand side while I'm looking out totally the opposite direction. However, I will put that right with a short commentary as we come back down the other side of the lake, and I can zoom into the things he was talking about. So we'll cover it somehow. Just sit back and I hope you enjoy the cruise.
And listen carefully to the following safety announcement. This vessel carries a full complement of life-saving equipment in the form of life rafts, life rings and flotation seats. Emergency exits are clearly marked, and in the unlikely event of a situation arising, please remain calm and seated and follow the instructions that will be given by the crew. Life jackets will be distributed if necessary. Smoking is not permitted anywhere on board, and this includes the use of electronic cigarettes. Please do not lean over the safety rails or stand on the seats. If you'd like refreshments, the tea bar on the main deck is now open for the sale of tea, coffee, hot chocolate, soft drinks, sandwiches, snacks, ice creams and a range of souvenirs. Alcoholic beverages are available from our licensed bar in the lower saloon. Toilets, if required, are on the lower deck towards the front of the vessel. Thank you. Windermere is the largest lake in England. It's 10.5 miles or 16.9 kilometres in length, a mile or 1.6 kilometres at its widest, and up to 220 feet or 67 metres at its deepest. It's split into two main basins by the group of islands off Bowness. We're northbound from Ambleside and will be arriving in around 25 minutes. As we sail along the lake, we'll point out things of interest along the way, but for those wanting a more in-depth commentary, we have a guidebook available called Cruise on Windermere, and this delves into Windermere's flora and fauna, as well as giving a bit more background to the sights you'll see along the shoreline. Packed with colour pictures and over 40 fact-filled pages, this souvenir guide is available from the T-Bar or the ticket collector for just £2.50. We are now passing White Cross Bay. Prior to 1853, the bay was known as Crams Bay, but it was in that year that 2 young men from Wigan drowned whilst out on the lake nearby. A white cross was erected, visible on the shoreline ahead, and inscribed into the base of the cross is written, "Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour." During the Second World War, due to the risk of bombing, Short's brothers moved their factory to the shores of the lake to build Sunderland flying boats, but all that remains of the factory now is the large concrete slipway in the middle of the bay, which is now home to the largest holiday park in the lakes.
Paddleboarding.
The large building on the right here is the Langdale Chase, built in 1895 as a private mansion for a family of cotton merchants from Lancashire. The ornate boathouse on the shoreline belongs to it, and was originally built as the butler's quarters. The boathouse was built also to house the steam launch Lily, now known as Grange, and kept in the Windermere Jetty Museum further down the lake. The Howarth family sold the building during the Depression in the late 1920s, and it was converted into a hotel which opened in 1930. The White Hotel on the right here is the Lowood Bay Resort and Spa. The oldest part of the current building dates back to 1859. From Kendal to Keswick first meets the shore of the lake, and it was an old staging post where horses could be swapped for onward travel. In days gone by, the Lowood even boasted a steamer pier, and the railway vessels that plied the lake connected at Lakeside with trains that went direct to London.
We're just coming into Ambleside now, where this vessel turns around and goes back to Bowness and to Lakeside at 11 o'clock. You're welcome to stay with us. If you are leaving us and coming back later, just check the times of the return sailings. If you are leaving us for the last time, thanks for sailing with us today and enjoy the rest of your stay. But just before that, for your own comfort and safety, please remain seated until the vessel is safely tied alongside the pier. Thank you.
We'll go back on this. But if you want to get off, get another boat back and drop. And stay on. Get in the turbine and go back. Yeah, good.
As we sail along the lake, we'll point out things of interest along the way, but for those wanting a more in-depth commentary, we have a guidebook available called Cruise on Windermere, and this delves into Windermere's flora and fauna, as well as giving a bit more background to the sights you'll see along the shoreline. For the ticket collector, for just £2.50. On the Green Cruise from Ambleside.
And there we see what is now known as Langdale Chase, mentioned by the chap on the way up to Ambleside. That was the house built in 1895 for Mr. Howarth of Manchester. And as I pan round to the right, you'll then be able to see the ornate boathouse that was built as the butler's quarters. Trust me to be looking the other way when he first mentioned it, but I think you've got a better look now.
We are now sailing over the deepest part of the lake. Windermere here is 220 feet, or 67 metres deep. It is the second deepest lake in the Lake District after Wastwater, which dips away to 258 feet, or 79 metres.
And over there with his holiday chalets is what I assume to be the White Cross Bay that he was talking about earlier, where Shorts had their factory in the last war, building the Sunderland flying boats. I can't see the slipway, but I guess it's probably hidden behind those luxury floating vehicles. I don't know whether some of them you would call yachts, some of them you would call motorboats or what have you, but there it is anyway, and I bet you need a lot of money to stay there. Lovely situation though. Taking bookings all the time.
The vessel you're travelling on today is the motor vessel Swan, built in 1938 by Vickers Armstrong of Barrow in Furness for the London Midland Scottish Railway. Like her sister Teal, she was put together in Barrow, dismantled and transported to Lakeside in sections where she was put together again prior to launching from the slipway where she is still maintained today. She weighs 250 tonnes and is powered by two Cummins diesel engines. As built, she could carry over 700 passengers, although nowadays this has been reduced to a maximum of 533 passengers with a crew of 6.
I've absolutely no idea why the sound suddenly went on here. Maybe I took it out to say something and didn't, I don't know. Anyway, I'll use the opportunity to say that we're coming to the end of the cruise now. It's about 50 minutes, 55 minutes round trip altogether. Very enjoyable, if cold, in Windermere on this particular day, although the weather was dry. Hope you haven't been too bored as we got around. I've left all the sound there so that hopefully you see it and feel it as I did. We're going to go back now to the jetty at Bowness, where I'm going to sit on a seat, gather my thoughts, and then in the next video I'm off up into Bowness itself. So thanks for watching.
I'm a bit scared. Beautiful, aren't they? Well, you're just still watching. You're just gone, aren't you? I'm gone. That's what that is. I've made an attempt to do a couple of videos and I've taken pictures, but they made nothing like yours. So when you sent me yours, and I didn't
Now she's coming in nose first. The other one come in tail first.
I don't know why that is. Because you've still got to get all my systems on and off, haven't you?
Yeah. Considering it's not holiday season, there's a lot of people there.